Welcome to another episode of Mother, Baby and Us. As you can tell, we are not in our usual location. We are currently at Click Live in Coventry.
We are. So this was a little bit off the cuff, wasn't it?
Yeah.
We didn't plan to do this, but we come over to the light blue stand, and this has been in the works for a little while, hasn't it? We've been trying to get you on the podcast for a little while, and it was just,
let's do it now.
Let's just do it.
Yeah.
So we borrowed some mics off the lovely people at BIPP.
Yes.
So thank you very much.
Thank you.
And it's a very, I don't know what you'd call this setup.
Ad hoc.
Ad hoc setup,
Yeah,
thank you.
That is, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, our wonderful guest today is Ian from Light Blue, and he's going to tell you all about their amazing CRM software. Mother, Baby and Us. So, we know the importance of using a CRM because we've used you guys for a long, long time. We've been with you for a good few years now.
Yeah.
But for anybody who doesn't know what a CRM is or how they can use it in their business, can you give us a little bit of information about it and what it is and what it can do?
Absolutely. Yeah. So CRM. For anyone who doesn't really know what even that means, customer relationship management is the core of that. So it's all about keeping track of the relationship that you have with your clients. So understanding, who your clients are, their contact details as a basic, the work that you're doing with them, where and when that is happening, the communications that you've had with your clients, so what emails and text messages and other messaging you might have had with your clients, and also the things that you need to do for them and with them, and then also being able to keep track of the entire history of that journey and that relationship that you've had with your client. So that can, also include things like finances as well. So what has your client ordered? What haven't they paid for yet? All that sort of thing. For the client who you've worked with again and again, what did they order last time? The fact that you've got all of that in one place is an absolutely core and essential thing. Yeah. There are other things beyond that also help to make working with your clients easier. So things like contracts, questionnaires and forms, online scheduling. I mentioned invoicing, but also then payment plans within that as well. We also include things like basic expense tracking and stuff as well. So you can keep an eye on your entire finances and report.
So much.
Oh, it does loads. It does loads. I think one of the key things is also when we talk about relationship, is nurturing that relationship with your clients. So specifically within the newborn context, your clients, the first time you're working with them, especially when it's the first time, their first baby, they've not gone through any of this before, right? They are, they're nervous. It's all new territory for them. So for you to be able to, you as a newborn photographer, to be able to nurture that relationship and to make them feel comfortable in their journey is critically important. It helps them to build trust with you. And ultimately they will spend more with you as a result because you've earned that trust. And so tools like Light Blue that help to manage that relationship with your client, you can have a series of messages and touch points in the run up to that session with them that help to reassure them and help them to know that they are in the hands of a professional. And so we help to do all of that sort of stuff too.
It's amazing. I love it. So you know better than anyone that we could do a lot more with Light Blue. It does a lot for us.
But there's always more that we can be
Always.
doing.
Sure.
And we have one-to-one sessions, accountability sessions, I would like to call them, because you say, right, well, what have you done? What haven't you done? And we're like, and there's always an excuse. Yeah. But what is the main gap that Light Blue fills for photographers, would you say? What is the main thing that it does at its core? Oh,
it's a great question. No two photography businesses are the same. I think that's one thing that I would say. I always enjoy when we're able to kind of get on a call and just kind of help you to do more with Light Blue. We wouldn't expect any one photographer to use 100% of the features in Light Blue, and I think as I've said to you before, we wouldn't expect, out of the features that would apply to you, we wouldn't expect you to use all of them right away either. You kind of grow into it and that sort of thing. I think that in terms of the gaps that we fill, there's people tend to be coming to and starting to use Light Blue when they've outgrown what other systems they are using. And I use systems because Yeah, you could count a paper diary and as an Excel spreadsheet as a system per se, but they might be using some other tools prior to coming to Light Blue. Yeah, and people tend to come to have outgrown that or have hit some friction in whatever tools that they're using at that point. So for the people who were previously using paper diaries and Excel spreadsheets, they're probably feeling a bit disorganized and a bit all over the place, and or maybe they're having a certain degree of success in their marketing, in their bookings, and then they're struggling to keep on top of stuff. Yeah. Or they're just thinking, like, this is taking me a lot of time. I want to spend more time focusing on doing other stuff. I want to spend more time on marketing or on editing or giving my clients a great experience or walking the dog or spending time with my own family,
I think that's what we kind of came into it, because we were like, why are we spending so much time sending emails?
Yeah.
Like the same email over and over again. We were like, we need to find a different solution for this.
Yeah.
And that's where we found you guys, and we were like, oh my God, this is so much easier.
Oh yeah.
Just having like all of your clients in one place. So like whenever I need to ring a client, I don't even think about it. I literally just go on the client list and find their phone number. Like it's simple, having
everything.
everything.
Have to go through all the social media and different messaging
and
systems.
Emails, and I haven't got to go back on all my emails to try and find where their number is. It's already there, it's simplicity, isn't it?
Yeah.
It just takes so much out of your day so that you've got time to do other things and grow your business in other ways.
Oh, 100%. It's interesting. I mean, I was talking there about photographers who have come from sort of like a very basic pen and paper type system, but also I was speaking recently to a lovely photographer called Kate in New Zealand, who she's been in business for a very long time. She's really experienced. She's been using other tools and systems, sort of fairly decent tools and systems in the past. She came over to using us. She spent a bit of time getting things set up, and she's like, I've got extra time now. Like there was these things that I used to spend loads of time doing, and I've got time now, And so she can invest that in other things to help grow her business, or to actually spend time enjoying life, whatever it is. So yeah, I think we once people kind of have got certain tools set up within Light Blue, it helps to reduce friction in their business, either providing a better experience for their clients or just providing a better quality of life for you as the business owners as well. Yeah,
it's amazing. Another thing that I absolutely love about Light Blue is the Facebook group.
Yeah.
It's just fascinating how fast somebody can say, I would love if we could be able to do this, or is there a way of doing this? And if there's not already a workaround there, that you can just, somebody who's using it already will go, oh, you can do this way, or you'll jump on and go, oh, this is how you do it, or you go, let me work on it. And it's so fast that it's already updated and it's it's usable on the software, it's just so fast. So do you find that the community not only helps other photographers kind of scale their businesses by helping each other, but also helps your business because they're giving you ideas of how to make it better, weekly?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I love the community that we've got there, and the fact that people chip in with suggestions and ideas, both for each other and then also this is something that would help me in my business. Obviously we. I think one of the things that I love about Light Blue is the fact that it's so customizable and flexible in terms of what you can do there. Someone can come out with a completely left field question, like, oh, can it do this thing? And I'm like, oh, hang on, if you do this and do it that way, and then, we can make that work, which is always cool. That's always a fun challenge to work stuff out. But when someone's coming with, could this be a feature, or could that be a thing? Yeah, I mean, we absolutely take that stuff on board and work on it, and we've got, it's always useful to know what is helpful for a photographer and their business, and that absolutely does inform development. We've got a nice, long, healthy list of things that we're wanting to bring in that we know are going to help to improve photographers' businesses as well. So it's a fun journey. We try to strike a balance between the stuff that we know we want to deliver and stuff that is feedback of we haven't thought about that. That sounds great too. It's always fun to get that feedback. It's great to be able to kind of support our customers in the community and to be able to see our customers supporting each other as well. Yeah.
It's amazing that how much it's grown since we've been with Light Blue, how much more it can do now than it did years ago. It's just it's just amazing.
Absolutely. I mean, we're celebrating our 15th year. 15th birthday earlier this year, and I was doing. If you go onto our Instagram, you'll see there's a post of the past 15 years of the photography industry, and I've got kind of a little bit of a timeline of stuff that's happened in the industry, stuff that's happened in the world. and then also how the product has evolved, how Light Blue has evolved over time. And yeah, it's come a long way. And it's just, the stuff, the stuff that we've got, in the future as well is going to be great too. So yeah, you're right. It does come a long way. It's definitely come a long way, which is brilliant.
So this is the part where we usually go to the comments for a question, or if you have emailed in with a question. But since we are here, would you have a question for us?
No, it's good. So I think a marketing question probably, like for you, like what's the
putting us on the spot now.
Yeah, I sorry, I should have let you know what the question I was going to ask you before I asked it. I'm sorry. In terms of marketing photography business, what for you would say is like either the most underrated or surprising marketing technique or tactic that you think works well?
Well, that is a good question.
It is, yeah. I don't know about surprising. I feel like people need to utilise every form of like free marketing that they can. Mm-hmm. So like all forms of social media, like it's not really surprising, but just making sure that you're updating every.
Oh, it's just hard work on it.
It is, I know. It's a massive job on its own, but I feel like if it's a free platform, just utilise it.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, we do like paid ads and stuff like that.
Now and again.
No, but I feel like we just put as much into the free platforms as we can.
Yeah.
Because it gets you to people that,
like YouTube and Pinterest and things has got us like a lot further than like we would have ever, people are booking us from those like places, and it's just, that's Pinterest, I think.
Yeah, Pinterest's an interesting one there.
I think it's
like
a very
that.
untapped market, as stupid as that sounds, because like there is so many people on Pinterest. But
and photographers use Pinterest all the time for like posing ideas and
getting inspiration.
Setups and
but not realising that if you put your blog posts up, if you put your own work up, it gets so much traffic through. Yeah. So Pinterest is probably the most surprising one.
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah, that's great. That's really cool. That's not one that I've heard whenever I've posed that question to anyone in the past. That's not one that I've heard come up.
Could be different.
I like it. Like there's other ones, from me. If you were to bounce that question back to me as well, I think like local partnerships with other businesses is a big one. Like in terms of like an underrated thing. Like go and find businesses that deal with your ideal clients. And then find something that you can offer to them that means that they can whether it's vouchers that they are giving to to their top clients who've spent a certain amount or whatever. Just finding something where there's a decent co-marketing opportunity there is the sort of thing. It requires some legwork. You need to get out of your house to do it. There's a really nice phrase of like success happens when you get out your house, right? It's not the stuff that you can do in your pajamas. You've got to actually get outside and do stuff. That's certainly one of those things which feels scary. But if you've got a framework for doing that, you've got an offering for doing that, then that's a big thing.
And it's the things that push you outside your comfort zone, and the things you're like, this is so much effort and hard work, are usually the things that pay off the most, I'd find. Because not everyone will do them. Like, if you're the only person that's willing to put that extra little bit of effort in, you're probably the one that's going to reap the rewards.
100%. That's the advice there, people. That's the advice. Yeah.
Thank you so much for doing this today.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. I really appreciate it.
Let's overtake your whole stand.
That's quite all right. It's quite all right. We've timed it well. First thing in the morning, show is literally open, so I think we're all fine. We're all fine.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching and listening to another episode of Mother Baby Nest. Don't forget to subscribe and send us your questions for the next episode. We'll see you soon. Bye. That's the best I've ever done that.
That is.
Nailed it. There we go.
Mother